Do it, motherfucker. Do it.
What's up? I'm Cleary, and today I'm going to wage war on my comment section. Okay, before I go any farther with any of this, I need to make a few things clear. Quick side note, I appreciate the fuck out of every single one of you that commented. Okay, this is exactly why I started my channel in the first place, to create discussion around topics I enjoy. I disagree with you guys, for the most part. Most of you I completely fucking disagree with. But I appreciate the fact that you're willing to have the discussion with me. Thank you for that. What I think is happening is people will watch about like 10 seconds of that my JoCat video, and then they will start fucking raging out. They will pause the video, not listen to a single other word I have to say about the matter, and start just fucking raging in the comments. So I'm going to make some things incredibly clear at the very beginning of this video. Firstly, the main thing I was pushing back against in the video is the fact that Vosh was trying to say the majority of the hate was coming from a place of heterophobia. That is ridiculous. That is insane. Are you fucking kidding me? Do I actually have to explain that? I mean, I did. I fucking explained it, but people still don't seem to understand how fucking, like, weird that shit is. I do not condone any of the harassment JoCat is getting. I think it's bad to dogpile someone so fucking hardcore over a cutesy little cringe video. And yes, it is cringe. That's my second point. It is cringe. If you can't even, like, say, oh, I can see how people would think it's cringe, then you're not worth anything. If you can't get into somebody else's shoes and be like, okay, I see where you're coming from with that, then do you have no sympathy, no ability to empathize with others and their perspectives? Like, what are you doing? I did not know at the time that it was a parody. I did not understand that. That's perfectly true. How is it relevant? At all. The main thing I was doing was explaining why people hated on it so fucking much. And once again, I will reiterate, they hated on it because it is so very obviously cringe, okay? You have a cat boy talking about all the types of girls he likes. And that's another thing. I understand it's the whole like body positivity, inclusivity, all girls are attractive girls and all that shit. But still, people did see it as him like thirsting over all these fucking girls. It does kind of, if you come from a certain perspective, look like he's being a bit pervy or a bit like horn doggy. It does, okay? And a lot of people had said as much. Like, I'm talking about how it comes across, not how I personally feel about the video. I personally think that it's kind of a cringy, but yes, there's like a cute aspect to it. I can see why people think it's a cute video. I like the animation style and the lyrics. I have to be in the right mood for those types of lyrics. It's kind of like Weezer lyrics, dude. Hold on, before I get into this, let's look at one of my favorite songs on the entire fucking planet, okay? Okay, this is like the epitome of Weezer cheesiness right here. Yeah, this part of the Weezer song is like the epitome of cheesiness. I love the fuck out of it to this day. It's that's just a stupid dream that I won't realize. Gonna get even look in your eyes without shaking, and I ain't faking. I'll bring home the turkey if you bring home the bacon. Like that part, that I'll bring home the turkey if you bring home the bacon. Oh my god, I still love it so fucking much. El Scorcho is like one of my favorite songs ever. I'll bring home the turkey if you bring home the bacon. Shit like that, dude. It's so fucking cheesy, like to the point where it's just kind of cringy. When I first listened to that song, I was like, oh my fucking god. Like, I've written lyrics since I was like 14. I've been writing lyrics for like over a decade. And trust me when I say that style of lyric writing is super cheesy. It comes across as really cheesy and cringy to most people. It does, even though there's something to appreciate about it. And once again, it's like one of my favorite songs ever, and I think it's cringe in a fun way to me now. I love Weezer so fucking much. Anyway, that's beside the point. The first fucking line of the JoCat video was, I like big girls, pretty kitty girls. That is so cheesy. That is so obviously just kind of like a cringy, cheesy thing to put in a fucking song. I'm sorry, I don't care if it's parody or whatever. Like, yeah, he's not the one that decided on the lyrical style or whatever. He still fucking ended up making a video about it, all right? Or a video of it. It's still like a cringy thing. It's a cringy part of the song. If you can't understand, once again, how JoCat's video comes across as cringy, there is no help for you. There is nothing I can do or say to pull you out of whatever hellhole you live in inside of your mind. You're gone, my friend. You're fucking gone. I think I've covered everything at this point. So once again, I do not condone the harassment to any extent. One thing I still haven't said is, I still think people have a right to like fucking talk about if they find a video cringy or not. Like, I think that's perfectly fair. Like the doxing shit, please God, do not bring up the doxing shit again. Someone told me he almost got doxed. What is almost being doxed? Like someone threatened to dox him or what? No, but still, like especially real life harassment. That's when shit gets really sketchy, and I do not condone that to even a slight extent. But people just kind of shitting on him on the internet, like that shit's just gonna happen. And I think he just got really, really unlucky. This shit just his video got just blown up into the fucking stratosphere and just absolutely demolished by people. It's bad luck. It's very unfortunate, but I don't know what else to say about it. Also, when it comes to me, like, propagating the hate myself, I have every fucking right to talk about any fucking subject that I want. I'm not gonna let, like, you fucking commenters stop me from doing that shit, alright? Let's be clear about that. I talk about shit I'm interested in, alright? And that's the whole point of my fucking channel. I talk about shit I'm interested in, and then I try to start a discussion around it. I think it's cool. I like talking about this shit. Speaking of, this guy right here, Skeptical Jesus Official. As an adult, I didn't care in the slightest when he said anything in the video. I believe that's in regards to me. People need to analyze why they think something is cringe because in most cases, it's a you problem. We aren't the weird police. I never said we are the weird police. And also, cringe serves a purpose. Once again, I think it's good to understand where your emotions are coming from. But at the same time, there are just certain things in the world that, like, you can have a group of people and you can point to something and be like, oh, that's this. And everyone's just kind of like, yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's that. It's like, cringe is a hard thing to describe. Actually, one of the commenters put it pretty well. Just something that's really unsmooth, that doesn't, like, come across super well, or it doesn't hit the point home like it was intending to. That is something that would be considered cringe. I think JoCat's, well, I would definitely consider JoCat's video to be unsmooth to an extent. Not in the performance aspect, but in the, like, how he came across aspect in it. Once again, a catboy singing about all the girls he likes. And that's how I'm going to keep describing it, because that's essentially what happened. I understand the whole thing about inclusivity and all of that. I get that. But at the same time, once again, a lot of people can see that as him just talking about girls that make him horny, okay? So in response to this guy, I got a couple things. Essentially what I've already said. I mean, come on. It can definitely come across that way, and it can. Once again, a lot of people have that perspective on it. Apparently, there are thousands of people who took it that way. Also, if your first sentence is about me, I have no idea why you'd comment on this video at all. If you don't care about my points, why say anything? Seems like you came here to preach, which is the antithesis to the main point of my channel, which is, once again, starting discussions. I do not want people coming on here and fucking preaching. If you really want to fucking preach, I mean, I ain't gonna stop you. I ain't deleting your fucking message, all right? But that's not what I'm trying to propagate here. I'm trying to propagate conversation. That's what I like. So this guy says, I feel like there's something that flew over your head. It's a parody, not meant to be taken seriously. Imagine taking something like bad lip reading as a gospel for how Star Wars went. So that's not at all how I was going about it. I made fun of it a little bit, but once again, I was trying to just explain why people found it cringy. I was talking about how it might come across to the average viewer. Trying to explain why I think it got so much hate. Do you seriously think I was doing like a hardcore critique of JoCat's video? I made fun of it a bit, but I didn't do some sort of like in-depth analysis, which I do not. This guy's acting like the entire point of it flew the fuck over my head, and I was like, oh, this is an incredibly serious fucking important matter that I must discuss and analyze in depth. It's not. That's not at all what I was saying. The main point of this video was to push back against what this guy was saying. This is not in any way heterophobia. There's no heterophobic harassment coming, or maybe there is a little bit from your community, Vosh, your like hardcore left-wing fucking community, but it's not like heterophobic harassment. People aren't going like, wow, a guy likes girls? Holy shit, that's fucked up. Like, no one's saying that. No one's fucking saying that. The main consensus I have seen is that people think it's cringy that a fucking catboy was running around talking about all the types of girls he likes. That's it. It's as simple as that. There's nothing more I need to say. I was just pushing back against this whole like, oh, it's heterophobic shit that Vosh was propagating. I was just pushing back against that. That's all I was fucking doing, okay? So there are certain comments that I do agree with. I'm just honestly surprised he got that much hate from a quick 30-second cringe video. Shouldn't have been that bad. Man, that's weird. It has to be something else he has done. Man, there's no way one clip got him that much hate. And I responded with, ooh, and I still need to reply to him. I think it was bad luck. The mainstream's currents swept it up and bashed it against a boulder. And I still believe that. I still, like, the video is not that bad. It's not. It's just a little bit cringy. That's literally it. And once again, my viewpoint is not that, like, he's, like, being, like, weirdly sexual, being pervy or anything like that. That's not my fucking point. Internet is fucking weird, man. Big sad. I only seen his D&D videos, so I don't know anything else, but oh well. No more crap guides in my future. Yeah, no, and that's sad too because, like I've said before, I do enjoy his D&D stuff. No, he's a cool guy. He's a cool content creator. And then we got the 0 IQ plays from whoopsies. Pillow Glade? There was 0 cringe in JoCat's video. I did the math. Even had a mathematician check it, and the video is roughly 27.4% cringe, which is true, by the way. That is 100% true. You cannot refute that. It's a mathematical truth. Feeling of cringe is cringe. Be a cringe. I don't care what society thinks. I'm obeying the social norms. Whatever, that's my life. I do whatever I love. Wait, also, how are you? Let me try to really dissect that in my brain. Okay. Wait, people who unironically use the terms I'm pretty sure cringe is that's a commonly used word. What? What is he? Or simp are 95% of them are nice. Fucking yes. Oh yeah, grammar. 95% of them are man in their mid-20s and still virgin. Dude, why is he breaking out the caveman speech? People who unironically use terms like cringe or simp are 95% of them are man in their mid-20s. My advice to you, don't listen to Virgin Neckbeard. Fuck you too. I was Neckbeard virgin for 4 years. I was watching cringe compilation videos and shit. Now I don't almost feel feelings of cringe, and I'm happy I started taking care of myself now. That's so good for you. I have a cute girlfriend. All it because I didn't care if she finds me cringe and I open up to her. I was so nerdy, or you will call me. Dude, I don't. Oh God, if you talked to anybody in my real life, I'm not sitting there worrying the fuck, when I'm in a social group, I'm not sitting there going oh no, am I coming across as weird? Oh God, I am the most outgoing weird motherfucker you have ever fucking met. That should come through with my videos. I'm stuttery and shit, and I fucking get all excitable and crap. And plus when I'm at work, I love doing stupid slapstick, joking around with my coworkers and shit. No, I don't sit here going oh, this is exactly how how you should be in society. You must obey the social norms 100% all the time. Otherwise, you are a pathetic fucking loser. No, actually, for a long time, there are a lot of social norms that I just ignored. I didn't fucking take seriously enough. As I've grown older, I have seen more of the value in, essentially just there should be more of a compromise between who you are and who the group you're in needs you to be. You should be able to cave to that, give in to who the group needs you to be to an extent, you have to in order to work with that group. Never lose yourself in it, but obeying social norms to an extent is super important. It is, guys. Seriously, if you want to do well in any social situation at all, you have to. Please don't listen to these people. They're oh, I'm going to go against the fucking culture, society, or whatever. Oh man, but what if society don't like me? Dude, I don't know how he got this. I guess I do. It's just that was not my point at all. I'm not sitting there saying, you must avoid cringe at all costs. We're all cringy to an extent. It's fine. And if that's you, if certain aspects of you are cringe, but you like those aspects, you want to show people, that's perfectly fine. Fucking do it, dude. That's not what I was saying. Okay? That is just not what I was saying. Once again, overall, I was just trying to explain why people found this video cringy. That's all I was trying to do. All right? Oh, and yeah, fuck you out of this guy. Vosh is wrong. He could have just stopped there. Oh God, this guy. I don't even want to go here. I'll show you the fucking comments for this guy. You can just go check him out in the comments section, obviously. So anything I skip over, just fucking go check it out yourself. But Jesus, this guy, it's just his wording was so fucking bad. I don't even. This guy just needs to take a grammar class or something. It's so hard. I have to sit there and really think about what he's trying to say. Okay. Then we got this guy, fucking honker. We got 6 likes on this son of a bitch. All right, it says, I'm inclined to agree with Vosh's interpretation. Being cringe usually gets you criticism, but not hate or harassment. So I think something beyond viewing JoCat's video as cringe is motivating the response. I think something is ideological, whether it's heterophobia or demonization of male sexuality or another form of bigotry. It's just straight up not. Wait, seriously, think about it. How many people out there in America today are going around demonizing heterosexuals? I know there's a little bit of that in the gay community, but dude, that stuff is not common at all. Mainly because most people are heterosexual themselves. That just blows my mind. I agree that sometimes, to an extent, people can demonize the male sexuality. especially like girls, especially girls that have had bad experiences with guys. No, I get that, dude. It's just, I think most people just found the video cringy. I really think it's as simple as that, and that's okay. It's okay if people find that cringy. If you like the video, you want to cherish it, that's fine, okay? You can do that. But the rest of us are going to be over here going like, yeah, okay, that was kind of cringe. Like, that's fine. You do you. And that's fine. Yeah, you just thought it was a video. That's fine, dude. Yeah, no, I agree. I can totally see how it can be seen as cringe. Thank you. Dude, that's all I'm looking for. Just a recognition. Just a recognition of the facts that it could be taken that way. It could be taken as cringe. That's all I was asking for. And I said as much in my responses to him. Oh, God. This guy says, I don't know, man. While I agree, Vaush politicized the issue and was a bit overdramatic, I'd argue it's one of his least bad videos, and that's true, in a while, so it's kind of weird to make a response to it. I don't think so. JoCat's a really hot topic, and Vaush was literally trying to say it like a large portion of the hate was coming from like a place of heterophobia. Like, I don't even know. Like, I think it was perfectly reasonable for me to cover that topic. There was a lot for me to like have a problem with there. But no, that's fine. Just your 2 cents. And once again, I appreciate you chipping in. All right, even if I disagree with you, hey, I appreciate you, man. And then we had a few more along those lines. The comments are starting to get a little worse. Like as you get to the newer ones, it starts to get worse and worse. All right. So I just wanted to. I just wanted to lay out the fact that once again, I do not condone harassment. I thought I made that perfectly clear in my last video. I do not think the JoCat video was overly sexual or pervy or anything. I was just trying to explain how people could see it that way, how it could come across that way, because there are people saying that about it. And I was also just trying to express the fact that, well, it's not heterophobia. That's not the main reason why people are shitting on this or any other weird-ass political idea you have about it. It's so simple. People found it cringy. It was a little bit cringy. And that's all I ask at the end of the day. Just some recognition of the fact that people out there are people. There is a large amount of people out there, obviously, because like this happened, there are a large amount of people out there that can view that have viewed this as a cringe video. Just recognize that and recognize that, okay, yeah, I can kind of see why they thought it was cringe. That's literally it. That's it, dude. That's fucking it, okay? Anyway, this has been doubling the fuck downtime with Cleary. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye-bye.